Good morning, boys and girls. It's High Lord Chaos, up early in the morning, around 6 a.m. And I'm here to talk a little bit about the Pharaoh Druid in a PvP raid situation. We'll start by talents, glyphs, rotation, and I'll make you through into a little Zandalari run, but that's later on in the video. Okay, first, the talents. Remember, this is a PvE, not a PvP. So in PvP Pharaoh, this might be different. Okay, Pharaoh Swiftness increases your movement speed by 30% in cat form and increases your chance to dodge while in cat form or in bear form by 4%. Makes you a little move out. 4 grants you 100% chance to gain 10 rage when you shapeshift into a bear form, allows you to keep up 100 of your energy when you shapeshift into a cat form, and increases the maximum mana by 15%. Basically, when you shapeshift into a cat, you already have the 100% energy. Continuing on, the Fury Swipes. When you auto attack in cat form or in bear form, you have a 15% chance to cause Fury Swipes, dealing 310 weapon damage. This effect cannot occur more than once every 3 seconds or so. The Primal Fury gives you a 100% chance to gain additional 5 rage anytime you get a critical strike while in bear form, and your critical strikes from cat form abilities to add an additional combo point have a 100% chance to add an additional combo point. Feral Aggression increases the damage cost of your Ferocious Bite by 10% and causes your Fairy Fire to apply 3 stacks of Fairy Fire instead of 1. When I apply Fairy Fire, that was a miss there. Bloody hell. Okay, there you see, 3 stacks instead of just pumping on Feral. Continuing. The King of Jungle. While using your enrage ability in bear form, your damage is increased by 15% and your Tiger's Fury ability also instantly restores 60 energy. So this is a must-have. The Feral Charge. This is your Feral Charge. This one. And if you have the improved Stampede, you see that I now have can strike Ravage in without having to prowl. Also, bear form gives you a little haste. The Leader of Pack, passive ability, which basically when you turn into a bear form or into a cat form, you get 5% crit chance. Really useful in raids, dungeons, whatever. Tiger's Fury, Primal Madness. Tiger's Fury and Berserk also increases your current and maximum energy by 20 during their durations, and your in rage and Berserk abilities instantly generate 20 rage or so. Survival Instincts, I took that because when the boss do something crazy like damage, I think just pop Survival Instincts or Barkskin. Just the healers will appreciate it more. Endless Carnage increases the duration of your Rake ability by 6 seconds and your Savage Roar by and Pulverize by 8 seconds. Blood in the Water. When your Ferocious Bite a target at or below 25%, you reset the cooldown of your Rip ability. Rend and Tear increase the damage done by your Maul and Shred attacks on bleeding targets by 20% and increases the critical strike chance of your Ferocious Bite ability on bleeding targets by additional 25%. And last but not least, in the Pharaoh tree, Berserk. Your Lacerate periodic damage has a 50% chance to refresh the cooldown of your Mango Bear ability and make no rage cost, which is really nice for bears. In addition, when you activate this ability, causes your Mango and Bear ability to hit up to 3 targets and have a no cooldown, and reduces the energy cost of all your cat spells by all your cat abilities, by 50%. Lasts for 25 seconds. You cannot use Tiger's Fury while in Berserk. Now, there's absolutely nothing useful in balance, but in Restoration, Natural Shapeshifter reduces the mana cost of all your shapeshifts by 20% and increases the duration of Tree of Life by 6 seconds. Now you need this to get to the Master Shapeshifter, which grants your cat form, increases its critical strike chance by 4%, and for bear form, physical damage, Moonkin, spell damage, Tree of Life, increased healing, stuff like that. Heart of the Wild. You need this, like that. You need both of these to get Master Shapeshifter. Heart of the Wild increases your intellect by 6%. In addition, while in bear form, your stamina is increased by 6%, and while in cat form, this is the most important thing, your attack power is increased by 10%. Really nice. And I went ahead and chose Perseverance. Reduces all spell damage taken by 6%. Perfect for AoE spellcaster stuff. And the glyphs. Let's start with the prime glyphs. The prime glyphs I went on with Berserk, Tiger's Fury, and Shred. Berserk increases the duration of your Berserk ability by additional 10 seconds. The Shred. Each time you shred, the duration of your rip on the target is extended by 2 seconds up to maximum of 6 seconds. This is really nice for always having rip up on the target. This is your main dot, alongside with Rake. And last but by no means least, I chose Tiger's Fury. Reduces the cooldown of Tiger's Fury ability by 3 seconds. Really nice. What else can you take here? Rip, I suppose, increase the periodic damage of your Rip by 15%. Savage Roar is not that powerful anymore in Wrath. It's now you don't really use it really often. Your Savage Roar ability grants an additional 5% bonus done. If you like the glyph, you could take it, but these are the prime glyphs I'm taking now. Okay, for major glyphs, I went on with the Pharaoh Charge. Reduce the cooldown of Pharaoh Charge in cat ability by 2 seconds, and the cooldown of Pharaoh Charge in bear ability by 1 second. Also, Ferocious Bite. Your Ferocious Bite ability heals you for 1% of maximum health for each of 10 energy used. Oh, this is awesome! I can easily keep my health up to max in the raids or dungeons or whatever. For the last glyph, I took Fairy Fire. Increase the range of Fairy Fire and Feral Fairy Fire abilities by 10 yards. You could take, well, yeah, for cat form, nothing else to take here. And for the minor glyphs, take always take Unburdened Rebuff. Your rebuff spell no longer requires a regent. Mark of the Wild, mana cost of your Mark of the Wild reduced by 50%. Yeah. And Dash, reduce the cooldown of Dash ability by 20%. These are the only 3 usable in cat form. Okay, so let's start with the rotation. Now you want to prioritize in going into Prowl, using Pharaoh Charge at the beginning, granting you that free ravage effect, using while in prime mode, using pounds to get that additional bleed on the target, then using your ravage, and use mango once or twice to get enough combo points, rip, then start spamming shred while in berserk, and that is your basic from the start abilities. Started. Always apply rake at the beginning. There we go. Rip. Start spamming shred. 5 combo points. Ferocious bite. Always apply rake when the duration is over. And yeah, that's the basic. Try to synchronize Savage Roar somewhere around there. There we go. Put a rip there. Rake. So, as a cat form, as a Pharaoh Druid, your basic damage comes from bleed. So, you need to have rake and rip up all the time. So, in a boss fight where there's a lot of movement, you can do this. Dashing back to Pharaoh Charge to get the instant and free Ravage. And yeah, that's about it for the rotation. Let's see. So, your Shred is your number 1 ability. Your melee attacks. Rip. There we go. The dance is still there. A second. There we go. So, shred at first place, then the rip, then the melee attack, ferocious bite, rake, mango, fury swipes, for fiery claws. I'm sorry, the fiery claws are the tier 12 bonus. There we go. The 2 tier set bonus is your attacks with Mango, Mao, and Shred deal 10% additional damage as feral it's fire overtime effect. So adding another dot is really nice for the Pharaoh Druid. And yeah, that's about it. Now for stat priorities, reforging, try to reforge your basic stats. You have to choose here. Can be either agility or haste. Agility gives you more attack power and more critical strike, but the haste gives you now in Cataclysm, haste gives you more energy regeneration and attack speed, which is really nice. I can apply my bleeds even faster. And the last stat priority is mastery. Mastery, there we go. Raise the claws while in cat form, increases the damage done by your bleed effects by an additional 42%. Each point of mastery increases bleed damage by an additional 3.1%. This is awesome. And I have like 13.62 mastery. Yeah, so these were the talents, glyphs, rotation, stat priority, and I'm now gonna be showing you a Zandalari run in my Pharaoh DPS spec. So if you don't want to watch it, bye bye.